the mics, we will take these questions also, I mean in the slips also, please be quick with the mic. First preference should be given to those who have not asked questions in the earlier part of the day, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, this is Suresh Nakhwa from Mumbai. My question is about 2G scam. In 2G scam, 122 licenses were cancelled and they were penalized to the tune of 550 crore. The license fee which was paid 1680 CR should have been actually been sunk. But what has been done is 550 crore has been penalized and 1130 crores have been adjusted against 3G. So isn't it another scam in the making?
Well, we have raised this matter in the court. You see, the thing is the license has been cancelled and they have to participate in an auction to get it back. So, there the problem arose. They said we have already sunk 1653 crores when we paid for the original license. And why should we be asked to pay the same? Well, there it has been decided, no, you start all over again, because what you did was corrupt act, and therefore we cannot refund that money. But as far as the adjustment against 3G and all concerned, I think the court is still seized of it, because it's not you don't know how hard our Supreme Court judges are being worked. We have not taken it up because there is a definite loss for those telecom operators, and that loss comes for the fact that they have lost their license and they have to rebid in an open auction.
So,
yeah.
From PTI, I wanted to ask, when you said NDA should play its cards well, how would you see this about this JDU and Shiv Sena's statements on that leadership issue of NDA?
Well, I think those can be sorted out in a meeting of the NDA. Let me tell you, there are 7 members of the NDA. 6 are all have no objection whatsoever to selecting somebody who doesn't meet the secular standards of the JDU. So, the JDU may have said whatever they have, but this is not in a meeting. Unless the NDA meets and decides, nothing can be done. It is now accepted that whoever is the BJP candidate will be the NDA candidate. But the JDU has put an extra condition. And these are matters to be discussed. These are not, people say lots of things for atmospherics. But I would like to see whether they are serious about it when a meeting of the NDA takes place. And so far no such meeting has taken place, nor is it necessary to have a meeting at this stage.
This is Mukund Tangsade from Mumbai, Thane. It's very nice to see father and son hand in hand now. Especially in 2014 election.
Maybe before.
Maybe before, fine. And they have taken steps of exposing. This line of appeal is great for voters, especially literate. But now, can the Congress strategy of help, hard help, in every form to the voters right from the grassroots level, can counter your hard help because it has more positive effect than soft appeal line?
See, I've heard this kind of thing before. When start with 1977, we were told that we are all coming out of jail, we have no money, and Indira Gandhi is in power, she's got All India Radio, those days only All India Radio and Doordarshan was there. And she has got these, and therefore, she will give money, she will do this, she will do that. But the people's sentiment was hurt, and therefore, no matter what she did, she received a very severe defeat. In 2011, or rather 2011, I think, 2011, the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections took place, and everybody said that Karunanidhi is going to give 6,000 rupees per vote, plus he is going to give free TV, free laptop, free cinema cassettes and all kinds of things. And therefore people will be swinging on that. Well, I found that the Tamil people took the 6,000 rupees, the laptop and the TV, free TV, and after that went and voted against the DMK. The DMK was defeated thoroughly. Our people are sufficiently intelligent, and I think Congress has no chance at all. And we have to just make sure that by the time they leave, the crisis in the economy, in the politics, the national security is not such that we enter into a crisis before a new NDA government comes. But I am 100% certain that we will have an NDA government in place in the next election. Now, there's a question which is repeatedly being asked: from which disease is Taraka suffering? Taraka is in Ramayana. You know, Taraka was the first person Ram killed. Vishwamitra took him because Taraka was killing all the rishis, and therefore she was a demon. Because she became a demon because of a curse. And so Rama, she was able to devour anybody who came to touch her, came near her. But Rama was able to kill her. So he killed her. That's how we say anyone who plays an obstructionist role is Taraka and is a female. So now all of you are interested in the health condition of he's turning his face away.
Only one person is concerned about the young.
Well,
even Prime Minister, I don't think he is worried about it.
No. They dare not be worried because it is state secret. She went to America in 2011, and there in Sloan Kettering, she was told that she has terminal cancer of the pancreas, and there was no point in operating her. So then she flew to Netherlands, and there she has lots of friends there. And it's also a very strongly Catholic country, I think. And there she had an operation for what is called Whipple procedure. I don't know if there's any doctor here, but Whipple procedure is where you remove the alimentary canal. Because pancreas, you see, is something which moves very slowly. But the food, the demands of food to neutralize it, to bring out the necessary fluids to help digestion, the strain should be minimum, so she took it out. Unfortunately, her last visit showed that she is now in not a good state. Don't go by the way she looks. Everybody, has become a doctor. They say, oh, she looks fine. If you saw Stephen Jobs of Apple 2 days before his death, you would have said, oh, what wonderful. He was in fact addressing the general body meeting of the shareholders meeting of the Apple company. So pancreas is that kind of thing which doesn't, till the last moment you don't know. And that's what she's got. Now, I don't see why it should be hidden. Supposing I got it wrong, which is unlikely because it just came to me straight from the Americans. If I got it wrong, she'll make it bring out a bulletin. When Manmohan Singh was operated in All India Medical Institute, they were giving every day a bulletin. How many valves, how many veins, heart veins leading to the heart were replaced by bypass and all that. And this is his weight, this is his blood pressure, etc. It happens in America also. The president goes to hospital, there will be almost an hourly bulletin. I don't know why this secrecy is being maintained, and why she should have to go on a private plane each time. Nowadays she goes to a place called Mayo Clinic in Rochester in Minnesota, a town called Rochester. Rochester is a common name for many towns in America, but this one is in Minnesota. And there's a very famous cancer clinic there called Mayo Clinic. She went there, came back, and the report was not good. And so I would not mention her private health problems unless they started telling lies. I know many other health problems of the Nehrus, but I don't make it public because they're not telling lies. One of them has an alcoholic problem, another had a psychiatric treatment. No, this is the fact of life for the Nehrus. But in this particular case, they were saying he's gone to ICU, she has now got operation, now she's cured. That Janardhan Dwivedi was telling all kinds of lies. So I had to contradict that. That's why I'm telling you about it. We have to seriously start thinking about post-Taraka time. Yeah.
Sir, this is Shekhar here. Shekhar Malik.
Where? Put your hand up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. See, I'm an MBA finance and being in the banking industry, kind of seeing quite a lot. What's probably Professor Vaidyanathan, Venkatesh sir, or Sister Dalal ma'am said. That's why I have a materialistic question and a non-materialistic question. Materialistic being 2G. There's another view that had that not been the low auction prices, there wouldn't have been a telecom revolution. That's question number 1A. 1B being NREGA and EVM being the major tools in 2009 elections. Food security bill and the direct cash transfer with the help of PAN card and Aadhaar card is going to be the next killer in 2014. Okay. A non-materialistic part, which I probably try to talk to Mr. Venkatesh in the break. Sorry, sir. Sir, as Professor Vaidyanathan said, that you have an educated youth who doesn't fear God or law because he knows quite a lot. And then you have black money who says, I am earning, so what is nationalism? I don't know. I'm earning well and I'm earning good. Third battle of Panipat was probably lost because somebody paid that Islam chap to know the ford in the Yamuna river. He was paid and he told kahan se wo niklega, and the Marathas were cordoned off of the food and supplies. So it is exactly happening in 2013 also. I see around it myself being in the finance industry. Okay. So nobody is talking about, it has gone out of fashion to talk about the ethics and the upbringing which we are brought up with. We are okay with earning money.
Well, I agree with you that there is this danger that is developing, and that's why I'm asking you to be different. If you want to be the same thing, then you don't belong here. You know, essentially, even today, the vast majority of India is still by the old Sanatan Dharma values, and I don't agree. This is just this city, newer rich crowd, which talks in this language. Now, I'll come back to your fundamental question that the low price was due to that which caused the telecom revolution. Well, you would have been right if after getting a license at a low price, none of these companies which got the license at the low price sold it at 8 times the price to foreign companies. Swan Telecom sold it to Etisalat for 8 times the price. So did Unitech. They sold it to Telenor for 8 times the price. Tata sold to Docomo half its license, or the share of its license, for 13 times, because Tata had an infrastructure. These Unitech and Swan, they were real estate companies. They should never have got a license in the first place. But all of them, one sold it to Sistema in Russia, some sold it to Vodafone, like that. All of them, having got the license cheaply, they sold it to foreign companies at 8 times the price. So why couldn't the government sell to the telecom company directly at 8 times the price? I think that's the key question. So this is a bogus argument that the prices would be kept low. The 3G prices are quite low, and the telecom companies, and it was auctioned, and the telecom companies are complaining. So I don't think this is an argument that can be accepted.
Good evening, sir.
I'll come to you next.
I have one question to Professor Vaidyanathan. Actually, in the previous session, you talked about the investment in gold. But if you see, we import nearly 95% of our gold, and India is the largest importer of gold. And all gold import cause a major problem, what Dr. Swamy has mentioned, that current account deficit, trade deficit, balance of payment, and associated problem. So whether should we really encourage to invest in gold?
It's not the question of whether you encourage or not, right? That's the first thing. Second is, this current account deficit is not exclusively due to gold or anything. 39 billion, I think if I remember the figure correctly, we have been importing, significant amount of goods from China, Australia and other things. Nobody seems to think that we import berry, we import apple, we import fruits, milk. No, that's the total. What I am telling is, that is not the only, what one can call the culprit or anything. And why do also people, invest in gold? Because there are no other trustworthy, facilities available in our country. And kindly note, don't look upon gold as something people invest and then keep it inside. That is only for salary earning middle class. For large number of small businesses in this country, gold is a instrument for credit. I was telling in the morning about how they are to get money from the unorganized sector, and for that gold is the major collateral. Without gold you are not going to get any credit. So it's a credit instrument also. It is not just what one can call people buy some chain or something and then keep it. So it is not something which you can take a decision or you can take in terms of the right. Yeah.
We got only 5 minutes. I'll have to. There's another question.
Yeah.
No, this guy is.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. First of all, very much thankful to you for organizing, and we are overwhelmed.
I didn't. Jagdish Shetty did.
Okay.
And
thanks to Jagdish Shetty. Sir, somebody said about father-son, So we are the grandfathers. We introduced Jansang. So if the son is behaving wrongly, can we intervene and see to it that the father and son behave properly? Yeah.
Some efforts are going on.
So
Don't worry.
So as grandfathers, because we are the origins of Jansang.
Yeah.
And nationalists.
No, you are also a son of the RSS, no?
Yeah.
So RSS is the primary responsibility.
Yeah.
Your great-grandson, I'm a great-grandson maybe. But the fact is that some efforts are going on. And
yeah, but sir, the son is not behaving properly. They are forgetting Ram Mandir, Article 370, cow slaughter, everything.
But father has not forgotten.
Yeah, that's the reason we're saying.
So there's not to worry. So, you cannot get another father, but you can always get another son.
Yeah. So last thing, hope to see you soon in 7 Race Course Road.
How about that? Whoever is the Prime Minister, I'll certainly visit him. So I'll be... Now, there are some written questions, then I'll come to you. We are very short of time. They say, is it possible to reclaim Kashmir from Pakistan? He's put Islamist, but it's not in the hands of Islamists. It's in... well, certainly, there's no question. And I'm happy to say that we Janata Party people, we have a unit in Kashmir where the President Abdul Rahman Lone publicly gives statements which the press doesn't publish here about how the whole of Kashmir is part of India and that the terrorists should get out and go back to Pakistan, otherwise they'll be finished off. So there is a room there in Kashmir of people who are fed up with all that has happened. And we have to wait for an opportunity. The opportunities come. Who ever thought that East Germany and West Germany will become one? It suddenly happened because Gorbachev came and he ruined the Soviet Union, and Soviet Union became disintegrated into 16 countries, and it happened. World War II has changed the maps of so many countries. So, if the Taliban puts a war on us, then we will take our army up to Baluchistan and Afghanistan. Now, there's another question. What about Ram Setu? Ram Setu, 29th April is coming up, and as was mentioned, the question of it being touched is out of the question now. Now the only thing remains is making it into a national monument, so that the government will look after it, and so that, and the Sri Lankans also have now created 32 sites in Sri Lanka, where the Sanjeevani mountain, which Hanuman brought, is there, where Ashok Vatika, where Sita used to stay, that is there, Ravan's palace is there. So one of these days you will be able to walk from the shores of India to the shores of Sri Lanka. So that is, and I'm happy to say that Jayalalitha's government has just filed an affidavit in support of all this. She has said that this whole Ram Setu project, Setu Samudram project, is an environmental disaster, and that it is necessary for our country's identity that Ram Setu should be declared as a national monument. So Jayalalitha also can be sometimes sensible. Huh? So this is there's a question about where do I learn my history. A lot of people are work at it, and the leading person is Mr. Rajiv Malhotra. We are all assisting him, and we will have, when the new government comes, we will have a new textbook, and this Aryan Dravidian theory will be bent. Somebody says, can I join politics? Would you recommend joining active politics full time? Well, that you better ask your wife, because it is hardest on the wife. If a man joins politics, he must have the cooperation of the family. And of course, I don't want you to cooperate so much that you bring them all into politics also. This whole dynasty business is getting too much. So they should be supportive, and but I would say the best way to start is take hold of one booth and demonstrate to the political party that you have understood what the electoral process is. Then the parties themselves will come to you. If you go to the party and say, take me, they will not treat you well. But if you have shown that you have some ability, then political parties themselves will want to recruit you. That is the best way to get in. Okay, any other questions? Last question.
Good evening, sir. Gunjan Mathur.
How much, Jagdish? How many questions? One question. Okay.
So my question to Swamy sir, who has been a frequent visitor of Supreme Court. We have been hearing so many verdicts from...
I'm not a visitor, I'm a litigant.
Yes, I mean...
You have been influenced by, I think, our new Chief Justice.
My question is, we have been hearing so many verdicts on scams. Supreme Court is only punishing them, the ministers. There is no word on how to recover the money back.
Yeah, because I have not filed a petition. Supreme Court suo moto cannot do it. And I will file the petition later. I have to file a petition on Sonia Gandhi and Balu on Ram Setu also, because they are saying we have spent 861 crores. So why did you spend it? It's an illegal project. So I'm asking, I'll be filing a petition one of these days, saying once the case is over, that all this money should be recovered from the wealth of T.R. Balu and Sonia Gandhi. So the same way here also, wherever the money is lost, we'll definitely move. Matter is not over yet.
Good luck.
Sir, just wanted to know, is and will the President's post be ever relevant in India?
Yes, it is relevant, because it's a way where a President gives you a breathing time. Supposing Cabinet decides something, the President can give you advice to reconsider the matter. Yes. Relevance, of course it is. The President is today a visitor for every university. No selection committee of any university can be constituted without the President recommending the names. So he has many functions, you do not know. The only thing he doesn't have is the executive power. But he is Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army. The Indian Army is under him, not under the Cabinet. Cabinet only recommends that this is the decision you have to take, and he has to sign or ask for further clarification After that, if he still doesn't agree, then he is compelled to sign. He can only say no once. Well, he has used his powers. I think in the case of Abdul Kalam, he returned one bill. I forget which one was it. Bihar thing. He returned it. So, yeah, but that's because you got Fakhruddin. You want another Fakhruddin there? So have good people, and the present president is also very independent person. He has shown the moment the recommendations came that Afzal Guru should be hanged, he immediately signed it. And Kasab also immediately signed it. So therefore it depends on the president. If you have Pratibha Patil, of course, what do you expect?
So friends, no, we'll have to, no, please. We have to end this question answer session. We have two small programs to complete the whole day's event. One is a vote of thanks. Please bear with us. And then we have the full Vande Mataram, again sung by Srimati Subhangini Joshi. So please participate in both the programs, and then our program come to an end. I understand your enthusiasm with these more questions, but we will try to accommodate them in some form or the other. I request all the Tweeples from wherever respective cities you are, will like to share the list with you of your respective cities. Please take this issue forward. Dr. Swamy is present today here, but you can have your city or your area networking with the Tweeples so that you develop programs and have interaction on issues of importance in your localities. So with this note, I would now request Sri Manoj Mehta to propose a vote of thanks.